and welcome to the first story video of the Bold Author Budding Artist series. For those who didn't see my introduction video, this series features stories written by myself, Mrs. Fitz, and hopefully some guest authors down the track, along with a whole lot of talented student illustrators. My first few books feature Victorian students, but I'm hoping teachers and students from all states around Australia will eventually become involved. Now, some of the books in this series have been in the works for years, some months, and some written in just a couple of weeks, especially for this series, which was the case for the first book. So remember, these stories are all about entertainment and fun and the fact they've been made with a lot of heart behind them. There are no publishers involved, no editors, no designers, just passionate writers and young budding artists. All of the books will be available for purchase, with a portion of the profits going to the Literacy Foundation for Children, an Australian organisation that helps children with learning disabilities, particularly dyslexia. Learning disabilities affects 1 in 5 children, with dyslexia being the most common, so it's a really great cause to get behind. Underneath this video, you'll find a link to buy the book, a link to my website, as well as contact information for if your school is interested in taking part in the series or just looking for an author for school talks or workshops. Alongside those, there are also teacher notes with curriculum links, question and discussion ideas, suggested activities, and downloadable worksheets. So, kids, make sure you tell your teachers, and to all adults watching, please share with your teacher friends too. But remember, these notes can also be great family conversation starters as well. So, without further ado, let me introduce the first story of the series, A Kids Only Christmas.
Hooray!
We're about to move into the month of December, so it's only fitting that the first book of the series is a Christmas one. Kids Only Christmas tells the story of brother and sister Mindy and Jackson, who get a bit sick of their parents' rules on Christmas Eve. When Mindy wishes for a kids only Christmas, things don't quite turn out as expected. The illustrators for this first book come from the fabulous Pearcedale Primary School, and I'm so impressed with the way they've beautifully captured the Christmas spirit in their drawings. They're such a talented group, and I am so grateful to them for being brave enough to be the first school to get on board with this new series. So a big thank you to everyone at Pearcedale who helped bring all of this together. And I'm so happy and thrilled and proud of how this book has turned out. So I hope all of you enjoy the story as well, and that you like it enough to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss a video going forward. Now, all the books will have the budding artists listed in it, as well as a thank you and some information about the series. But for these videos, I'd really love you all to stick around to the end for the final credits, where you'll see the names of our amazing budding artists. So please enjoy, and I'll see you here next time.
There was a house on Berry Street that shone with Christmas cheer. The legendary Harolds were the standouts every year. They always hung the mistletoe, their light displays were mad. They always had the biggest stuff, all thanks to Mum and Dad. Mindy asked on Christmas Eve if they could stay up late, maybe just till 10 o'clock, but Dad said bedtime's 8. Well, can we have dessert then? Her brother Jackson said. When we finish dinner, mate, and then it's time for bed. Just one small gift, please, Mindy asked. Her mother answered, no, we always wait till Christmas. You can clear the table, though. Mindy humphed and Jackson sighed. They shared a moan and groan. Then Mindy spotted something. Hey, look, it's a wishbone. They each held on and pulled it. Snap! I wish this Christmas day was only kids, no rules or jobs, just presents, pies, and play. The next day, both kids woke to find their parents' empty bed. They must already be downstairs, so down the steps they sped. No parents in the kitchen, no parents in the hall, no parents in the living room, no parents home at all. What's going on here? Jackson said, but Mindy had no clue. Is this because of last night's wish? No way, they don't come true. Yet now this Christmas was just kids, exactly as she'd asked. So there was just one thing to do. Go find the presents, fast! Rip, rip, tear, crunch. The room filled up with toys. At least without their parents, they could make a lot of noise. Jackson, we can eat sweets now. For breakfast, pie with cream. Little did they know that they would soon run out of steam. The sugar hit, and then they crashed. They fell into a heap. When Mindy woke, she said, oh no, get up, we fell asleep. I've got to put the turkey on. You're cooking? Jackson said. You don't know how. We could just have some sandwiches instead. But Mindy turned the oven on. She set it up too high. She didn't think the turkey would come out all black and dry. The smoke alarm rang. Beep, beep, beep. The lunch was one big flop. It was frozen in the middle, the charcoal on the top. They ditched the food and got their cars. No batteries, Jackson sighed. I don't know where Dad keeps them, so the hill can be our slide. They pushed the cars up to the top, jumped in, and down they flew. Mindy screamed, The brakes don't work! Watch out! We're coming through! They dodged their elder neighbour Fran and crashed into the elves. Jackson said, Why is Christmas Day so hard to do ourselves? Mindy said, I guess there were some things we overlooked. Like we don't know where batteries are or how a turkey's cooked. The turkey, Mindy yelled out loud. That's how we'll get on track. We'll break the wishbone while we wish to get Mum and Dad back. They snapped the bone and Mindy said, I'm going off to bed. They could have stayed up all night long. They chose to sleep instead. Jackson snuck in Mindy's room and slept beside her tightly. And when they woke, they hurried for their parents' room so sprightly. It's Christmas, Mum said merrily. The kids let out a scream. We really get another one? I don't know what you mean. Where do we keep the batteries, Dad? Jackson asked him quick. And how do you cook turkey? Is there some kind of trick? Mum and Dad sat mouths agape. What the heck is this? The kids just roared with laughter and gave both parents a kiss.